This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. As the days get shorter and colder, it can really take a toll on how we feel. Maybe that means calling your grandma, writing a letter to your friend, finally grabbing lunch with someone you haven't seen in a while. And just like reaching out to a friend, starting therapy can take a bit of courage. BetterHelp makes it easy to start therapy. You'll be matched with a licensed therapist based on your needs and preferences so you can focus on your growth and goals. Not happy with your match? You can switch therapists anytime with no hassle. This month, don't wait to reach out, whether that's checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself. BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. And our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PFF. That's betterhelp.com/PFF.
Last game, let's touch on Thursday Night Football really quickly. The Raiders and the Broncos. The Broncos win this game 10-7. Top 5 graded players that we have for the Denver Broncos. Top of the list was their defensive lineman, Zach Allen, with an 87.1. Safety Talanoa Hufanga, an 83.3. Offensive tackle Garrett Bowles, an 80.2. Defensive tackle John Franklin Meyer, a 79.3. And then offensive guard Quinn Miners, a 78.4. Bo Nix in this game, a 59.8. On Las Vegas' side of things, cornerback Kai Blue Kelly with a 77.3. Safety Jeremy Chin, a 75.3. Edge rusher Charles Snowden with a 75.0. Safety Lonnie Johnson Jr., a 74.5. And then center Jordan Meredith with a 70.1. Geno Smith in this one, a 76.5. My stat that told the story was early down EPA. There were 15 third downs for both teams, if that tells you how bad they were on early downs. 15 third downs for both teams, Dalton.
It was ugly.
That's impressive and tough to do. The Raiders were worse than the Broncos on first down. Negative 0.347 EPA per play for the Raiders on first down. 0.019 for the Broncos, so not great on first down. But then on second down, the Broncos matched him. I mean, it was a negative 0.381 EPA per play for the Raiders, and then it was a negative 0.344 for the Broncos. So the Broncos were a little bit better on first down, but both of these teams were really bad on second down. These teams just early down success for them in this game was a big reason why the final score is 10-7, and a big reason why we had 30 third downs total between these two teams.
Oh no, this was just a bad football game.
It was not a good football
Sometimes
game.
You get these low-scoring games, and you're like, "Wow, look at the defense played in these games." And obviously, there's going to be a couple of guys. So this was ugly. I mean, Broncos for the game, 3.9 yards per play, which is already bad. Raiders, 2.9 yards per play. 60 offensive grade for the Broncos, 54 for the Raiders. Bo Nix under pressure 43% of the time. Geno Smith under pressure 47% of the time. I think for both of these offenses, if we go there first, the Raiders right now just can't function with the way they're blocking up front. They can't get around any sort of mistakes, and they made too many mistakes in this game too. You think about, the Ashton Ginty drop that ends up in a Geno Smith interception, basically goes right off his face mask. He had another drop on a screen on the outside. Too many blown coverages. Geno's best throw of the day to Dante Thornton down the sideline was dropped as well. That was his one big-time throw in this game. And then you look at Denver. It just felt like they couldn't do anything within the structure of their offense at all, really. I mean, the 3 or 4 plays that Bo Nix made were out of structure, moving outside the pocket. Couple of explosive plays made the difference, right? But, I mean, it was just this was an ugly football game with a pretty low level of offensive execution on both sides of it.
Somebody asked, were there more first downs or penalties in this game? There were 11 penalties for each team.
Yeah, wasn't that the thing? It's like it was the first what was the stat being thrown around?
There were 9.
It was like the first game ever or something where both teams had more penalties than first downs or something.
So there were 9 total first downs rushing, 5 for the Broncos, 4 for the Raiders. And there were... Come on, where's first downs? There were 7 first downs for the Raiders and 5 for the Broncos. So the Broncos had less first downs than penalties. They had more penalties than they did first downs. And then what did I say? Were the Raiders at
I thought that was the case on both sides, and they said it was like the first or maybe second time that's ever happened.
Hold on.
Because it was this was an ugly one. It was just I was actually, to be honest with you, Trev,
The Raiders had 11. So
I was out for dinner. I was glad I didn't watch this live.
The Broncos had 10 first down and 11 penalties, and the Raiders had 11 penalties and 11 first downs. Tough.
Yep.
It's tough.
That's how you get a 10-7, kind of a retro Thursday night game, huh? Man. And the Broncos, I mean, give the Broncos credit. They're 8-2. My most impressive guy, Nick Bonito, as he probably could be darn near every week, to be honest with you. I mean, he's been one of the best pass rushers in football. 9 pressures, 2 sacks, 30% pass rush win rate, just dominating a shorthanded Raiders offensive line. But Broncos keep getting it done. 8-2, still in first place, winning a bunch of one-score games. Feels a little bit like Kansas City last year, doesn't it? Where it's just, you know what? Whatever, you want to win every week by a field goal, so be it. A win is a win.
Yeah, except one team is Patrick Mahomes.
Well, yeah, but we worry about that later. Well,
my most impressive was Talanoa Hufanga. I thought he was great.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was great.
He's really come on the last few weeks.
Yeah, he's super confident right now. He's playing like he was with the 49ers. He's all over the field. So, throwback game? Is that the nice way to say it?
Throwback Thursday? Well, no, this wasn't just throwing back Thursday. It's like throwing back to the 40s.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just a really vintage football game, 10-7.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm missing.
Man, we kept talking about Seahawks and Rams next week. We get Chiefs-Broncos next week in Denver.
Ooh.
Man.
Is that a primetime game?
4:30, 4:25.
When's the Rams game?
Is it the same time? They might both. Well, they're not going to be at 1. I mean, I think they're both 4 o'clock games. Because what's
the primetime game?
The Sunday night game next week is Lions, I think, and Eagles. Oh
yeah, Lions, Eagles.
Look at this 4 o'clock slate we're about to have next week. We've got Seahawks, Rams, and Chiefs, Broncos.
Ravens, Browns. 49ers, Cardinals.
Hey, the Browns won. The Browns beat the Ravens in Cleveland last year. Don't mess around now.
Yeah, and in the 1 o'clock slate we have Bucks, Bills, Bears, Vikings. The Panthers play the Falcons. Your Jets take on the Patriots.
Thursday night football.
Oh, that's Thursday.
Oh boy.
Good for you.
See, but the
for you.
problem is,
I'm happy for
see,
you.
I'm scared though because we only beat teams from Ohio. They're going to want me to go out the other door back there.
Yeah, they are.
Glass.
I could hear the audible boo.
That's
our sign to get out of here.